Okay, so for my project for advanced programming, decided I would learn C Sharp and use Unity gaming engine to create a video game. And so everything I used was free. I had to download Unity, Tiled, which is a map editor, Tiled to Unity, which converts the maps you make in Tiled to a compatible format with Unity, and then Open Game Art is a online resource where people upload free tiles and sprites for 2D gaming. So this is Unity. Um, it's pretty nice. Well, yeah, it's pretty nice. There's you can basically you create your game and then you can output it to multiple platforms such as Mac, Windows, Android, iOS, and I think there's a few others, maybe Steam too. I'm not sure. All right. So, and here's tiled. I mean, it's all it is you take your 2D tiles and it's an editor for that. It's what I use to make all my maps. And like I said, I use tiled to Unity in order to convert those maps over. And finally, Open Game Art. They have a lot of stuff. A great resource. And I got most of mine from the Liberated Pixel Cup. And oh, what's that? No, close that. As you can see, I mean, there are plenty of assets in here, and it's all free. It's all open source. But I did want to mention, I didn't create that. And all artistic, I don't know, properties or what have you, came from these individuals. It's a group of open source people. Moving on. So here's Unity. So one of the things I really liked Unity, um, but probably about 80%. I was almost 80% done with this game, and the engine crashed, um, which was terrible. I lost all of my animations, a bunch of scripts, and I don't know. Ever since then, the video game hasn't ran correctly ever since. It's full of bugs. Um, so, and then the bad thing is, so I could have restored it, but they don't tell you that. I guess it's not common knowledge. Apparently, it keeps as you're going through, it keeps a temporary file, a temporary I guess you call it backup of your project, and you have to go to the temp file and rename it .unity, and you can recover it that way. Well, the bad thing about that is if you open Unity after it crashes, it writes over that temp file, and you lose that project. Well, the game engine crashed on me, and after the first thing I did was open up Unity, losing all my data, which was awesome. And then for some reason too, so this is cool because one of the good things, it has an IDE in it. It comes built in, but for some reason the IDE is broken after it crashed, and so now it keeps trying to open up Microsoft Visual Studio for me for as an IDE, and I don't like it. So needless to say, I didn't get to finish. I don't know if I'm gonna use this software again in the future, just because that I mean, I put probably a good 40 hours straight, well, over a course of time, but 40 hours worth of work into this video game, and I lost probably 80% of it, 90% of it, something like that. It was really disappointing, but I don't know. It's a nice setup. Besides that, so you have all your files, and they have child folders and what have you. You can customize it completely. Um, there's a list of all my scripts, which I'll be sending to you. But I mean, it's real neat because you can make changes on the fly, and then once you get done, you can play it before you actually build it. Um, That's one issue I had too, was when, so after it crashed, I fixed it some, but all my camera movement is all jacked up now, and the fader's acting funny. So I don't know if it's something in my script or just because it crashed on me, but it wasn't doing that before the engine crashed. So I built it out, the actual game when I built it out, and it looks terrible. I'll show you some video of that as well. But first off, this is what it looks like in the program itself when you run the game. Or is it not even gonna run? There it is. So this is my person. Um, it's a girl. I was trying to model this for my children. So I made this for my daughter Josephine. So you go out and yeah, see the camera's jumping around, and there we go. I just killed the chicken. So that's cool. The maps, it took maybe a week to do all the maps. As big as this is, I mean, this is the largest map by far, and but to finish them all out and set up collision blocks so the player wouldn't go through certain things, it took probably about a week or so. Too far. It's the end of the map. So here's our cave. This is where we're gonna meet the wise man to teach us how to save our brother. Of course, he's gone now. When it crashed, it erased all that data. But then there was a little Easter egg I put in here as well. It's just showing you how the collision blocks are working. But if you go through the chimney, it's pretty cool. So, but that's it. Yeah, the camera and the fader's been acting funny ever since it crashed. Um, I'm gonna send an email with all the scripts and some screenshots I took before it crashed, so you can see the other non-playable characters I put in there. But that's about it.